Hello, 8th grade. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. We've almost gotten another week of distance learning under our belts. That's incredible to me, how quickly it's going. I'm having fun, and my wish and my goal is to help you have a little bit of fun along this journey, this unprecedented journey that we're all taking together. So here we are with our Leonardo portrait. This is basically where we left off yesterday. I'm trying to make the lessons easy to follow, and hopefully you're able to put together nice artistic pieces at home. I thoroughly enjoy the assignments that people have been posting. It brings a smile to my face and helps me feel productive and inspirational and worthwhile. So thank you, and let's all keep it up. So today I'm working with my basic number 2 pencil, my large pink eraser, and my blending stump. And I trust that you found something that you can blend with, even if it's as simple as basically using your finger. Okay, we left off yesterday drawing in the eyes, and today we're going to continue on with some more details associated with the face. We'll work our way down towards the bottom, and if I need to slide this page up to help you view it a little more effectively, I may do that, and I also may slide it down if we work on some areas higher up, because as you know, I'm always fiddling and hopping around my artistic pieces. Wherever I see an inconsistency or something that needs fixed, I just hop all over the place. But let's focus in on the face for right now, okay? All right, if he didn't have such long hair, we may be able to see where his ears are. So there's an artistic cheat, if you will, that you can locate the bottom of a person's nose basically by lining it up with the bottom of their ears. Well, since his ears are not there because of the long hair, you kind of have to imagine where they would be. So I'm imagining that the bottom of the ear would be somewhere in this general location. So I'm making myself yet another reference mark very lightly. We'll go back and erase that later on. But the reason I'm making that reference mark is so that I can come down with the master's nose and develop kind of like a hook. Remember, this is going to be a side view, so it's a little bit different than how we had practiced drawing the noses in class. We were drawing them from a straight-on view, if you will. This is a little different. It's turned slightly to the side. No matter, we'll figure it out. And outside the hook that represents his nose is this letter C, which will represent the side of his nose, or the nostril. So I'm rounding that hook off a little more, and as you can tell, the lines were gestural, so you can always go back and clean them up, which is what I do all the time. Okay, when you come on over here inside this dark area, you can teardrop it or make it a little darker because it's dark and shadowy inside the person's nose. And all I'm doing is expanding on a few of these facial wrinkles. There's a little bit of a laugh line or a smile line, little crease in the master's nose. There's just a little outline of a cheek bone there. I'll redefine some of these wrinkles from yesterday. I may put in a few more additional marks to indicate some wrinkles because Leonardo lived into his late 60s. I believe he was 67 when he passed. And so he's no young person here. He's an older fella. And so we're going to give him some corresponding wrinkles. I'm coming back here and making this eyebrow a little thicker. Remember, we practiced those little eyebrow hairs. You can always go back and put those in, even if you have used your blending stump. You can always go back and put in some finer details. Okay, you remember the quote, artwork never finished, only abandoned. All right. Forgive me for hopping around here and there. I encourage you to do the same. Move around and add details to little inconsistencies or imperfections that you might see along your artistic journey. And I hope it's fun for you. It should be fun. Creating is that way. You can look at a piece and say, I did that. And you can feel very, very proud of yourself, as I am proud of you. And I miss you guys. It's fun teaching you via these video lessons, but nothing can replace the person-to-person interactions that we experience on a daily basis. They're priceless and so enjoyable. So I'm taking my blending stump and I'm adding in some nice areas of shadow. I'm going over a lot of those lines to give them that nice effect that we always talk about. And giving him a little shadow under his nose. Remember those shadow points we used to talk about, where the shadows on the face would appear. So I'm just going around my drawing and putting them in where I think they should be. Okay, let's do this. Let's put in a bit of a mouth for Leonardo. And again, there's another little cheat reference that you can use for locating a person's mouth. If this is the bottom of the nose, and down here would be the bottom of the chin, somewhere halfway would be the person's mouth. Okay? And I'm not going to make Leonardo's mouth open we're going to keep it closed. We're going to dip down in the center a little bit. Remember we used to talk about the bird on the beach. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm doing here with the master's mouth. The center point is kind of like a bird on the beach, but remember his mouth is turned sideways, so you're going to see more of the left hand part to his mouth than you do the right hand part. So my right, his left. Okay. Now we had normally talked about the infranasal depression, but you're not going to be able to see a whole lot of that because we're going to give him a mustache as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting in, let me slide that down a little bit for you. I'm putting in some random lines to indicate the master having a mustache. And a lot of these lines will flow into the beard. As I'm demonstrating right now. Okay. Go back with your blending stuff. Smooth and smudge those together. And you should be developing a pretty nice version of Leonardo da Vinci. I posted that little YouTube video yesterday for your viewing pleasure, highlighting many of his accomplishments, and I also trust that you're learning some factual information on him, because we've been posting fun facts every day this week, and that's just my way of paying tribute to him and getting across some information to you. As you know, I could go on and on, adding details to this portrait, but I think we're going to call it a day here. And if you love art the way I do, you'll do it without a sense of time. Time will tick away without you even realizing it. And before you know it, you'll say to yourself, my goodness, I can't believe I've been sketching for 2 hours, or whatever the case may be. Alright, boys and girls, so I'll visit with you again tomorrow, and we'll finalize some details associated with our portrait drawing of Master Leonardo da Vinci. In the meantime, I wish you great success and happiness in your drawing. Take care now. See you soon.